What's up guys, it's Game Boy here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now in the last video, we saw something unfortunate happen. We confessed our love to Sayori, and at the time I thought that would be the way to go, the best option, but however it was not. She ended up, offing herself the next morning of us confessing to her, and after the video ended, I went to the game files, and I saw some weird looking text that was never there before. So in today's video, we're going to go back in time in a way and see if we can save Sayori and see what that weird looking text file was all about. So with that being said, let's hop right back into it. So there's this option here. I don't know exactly what it does or what it's for, but I'm gonna click load game. By the way guys, I just want to say really quickly that in the beginning of this video, my OBS was kind of acting a little weird. For some reason, when I clicked load game, it wasn't like keeping up with what was on my screen. So I mean, it wasn't much. It was literally just me loading into the game, and I'm pretty sure after we're done loading into the game, it fixes itself. So I'm pretty sure it's like this for like another minute or two. I don't know how to fix it, but it kind of just like fixed itself. So I'll leave y'all to it. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties, my bad. But see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. What the fuck? My neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let it catch up to me. What the fuck? What the hell? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content with just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. So this is just like the beginning of the game. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I have to pack up my things. I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Who's calling me? Okay, Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. This is weird. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Yeah, about that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Glitch question mark? Literature? It sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's so really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of our members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Really? Yeah, it's funny. She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Just like that, our interest is piqued, I guess. Hey Eric, and by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I never did trust you. From day one, I never did trust you. I don't like what you're doing. You're suspicious. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? I could. Shit. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet. Sure. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. What makes me so important? Why? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. No. Just don't do that. Just don't do that then. Just don't do that. Timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. What the fuck? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill that atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of okay, yeah, it's still essentially the beginning of the game. So let me guess, you're Monika's boyfriend. That's funny. No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So I ran into Eric in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, you know. Sorry. You were going to what? Is it your manga collection that you're so nervous about? I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea. Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, this is basically the beginning. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Her favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes to another level. What? English, bro? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. You look like you would. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's where I usually like to write about cute things, don't you? Called out. She called it straight for real. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, that's funny, and give it back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Bro, it feels so weird not seeing Sayori here, bro. I don't know why. It forced me to, start a new game. Now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need you to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. If you didn't delete Sayori like you did in the last episode, you wouldn't need an extra person. But yeah, that did happen last episode. Sayori apparently got deleted and is just non-existent. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these. Okay. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Do you really mean that? Yeah, it could be fun. It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would be super pissed. so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Do everything I can to give you a great time. Okay then. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meetings on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Is there gonna be any other reference to Sayori at all? With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And I guess we're writing a poem now. Wait, you've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes, please. Things I like about Papa? What the fuck? I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me an allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything. Like when Papa is too tired for anything. Is that it? What? What the fuck? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm going to attempt. So, if Sayori was here, she'd be right there, and if we clicked on the right word, she would jump because that's what she likes. So, I'm gonna try to focus on small, easy words, like comp or what the f. What was that face? What the hell? Okay, hop, smile, shit, play, okay, silly, okay, that's just not working, alright, laugh, okay, everything's just going towards Natsuki, okay. I'm gonna try big words. Okay. Unrestrained, uncontrollable, romance, Doki Doki. It's like impossible to pick something for Sayori. But the first thing I picked, she made like a weird, like glitchy face. So, bed. Okay, that's just, Okay, contamination, adventure, heartbeat, okay, starscape, pleasure, agonizing, last one, disoriented, okay. If it's not gonna let me pick for Sayori, then I'll probably just go Yuri, but I'm still gonna try to, whoa, in the back. What the fuck? Why does it have a picture of Sayori hanging herself? What the hell, dude? Like in the back, like right above this piece of hair, you can see it. What the fuck? Okay, I guess. Alright, hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Is there anything else in the background? I don't really see anything in the background. Let me take this away. Is there anything on the floor over here? Not really. That's like creeping me out. That's like super like, is the word uncanny, I think. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping. What the fuck? Why is your face glitching? Your face was glitching. I don't like that. Thanks for keeping your promise. Hope this isn't too overwhelming or of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. What the fuck? What the fuck? That was Sayori for a second. Come on, like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Not to keep. Why are you over? I can't read. I can't read this. Why are you over the bar? I can't read it. Natsuki, certainly, I'm gonna say certainly, have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Why are you? I can't read. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. That's funny. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated Monika. Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry. We'll make sure to put your comfort first. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. Is it me? Or is this whole thing kind of like slanted? Or like not leveled? Like the background, it doesn't look leveled. Is that me? Or was it always like that? It's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. For sure, I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it will keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah, the room was like slanted off level. It just fixed itself. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for their club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap, I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. I was focused, and if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Sure. Wait! The picture in the background changed. It's not Sayori anymore. It changed. Is it anywhere else? Like, did it move anywhere else? I don't see it. That's so weird. What the hell, dude? Okay. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, it's not what I meant. I mean, just happened to buy 2 of them. See, there's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's funny. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. You're not a fan of the story? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Why is it in bold lettering? That's a little weird. Then suddenly, what the fuck? Wait, is it in the history? Yeah, then suddenly... I'm gonna save. I'm gonna make a... Wait, all of my saves are gone. Okay, it's just completely started a brand new game. Okay, I'm gonna save right there. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. You don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets what? What? No, it's not here. No, it's not here. Fuck. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Huh. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude, what is going on? Yes, I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? Seems a little apprehensive. So this is kind of like in the beginning where we read with her. I'm sorry, it's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Is there anything in the background? I'm gonna start keeping an eye out to like background changes, see if anything at all changes. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, open the book and I start the prologue. Yeah, there's nothing changed about the background. This was the scene where Sayori hung herself, but like it changed and then it's like it disappeared now. It's like... So my theory in the last video was Monika was behind all of this. So I'm thinking like... I think Monika is like currently like actively trying to like change shit, but she's not catching all of the things that are like slipping through so that I can see, like the poster that changed into Sayori hanging herself right here. And then she, after a little while, she realizes that it's there and then she fixes it. That's my theory. That's my theory. So I start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry, I was just breathing in the feeling of your body. What the fuck? I hate that it's not here. Like, where is it? What the fuck? Oh, it only goes back so far? Oh, it only goes back so much? Damn. Okay. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Here, this should work, right? I sat at my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Background change. Anything? Okay. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, so this is familiar. We know about this. This is familiar. Anything in the background? Nothing. Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of her book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready to turn the page? Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay, you're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being impatient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. That smile is scary. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about, sorry. I thought you meant something else about her, something else. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Why do you look like manic, bro? She looks like she's going insane. Or either that or she's like extremely nervous. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Any changes? Any change? Any change? Nothing. Okay. Everything's still the same. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Why do you look relieved? Why do you look relieved that I don't know anything? You worried about her? Oh no, not really. Just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna save right here, just in case. Save that right there. From now on, I'm just gonna start saving whenever there's like, I have to make a decision about anything. Or when something weird happens, I'm just gonna save. We'll do Monika first. Let's just start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Eric, having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I handed Monica my poem. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writings are full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all just started sharing our poems with each other already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing ticks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. It's right there. Here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Huh. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been getting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. You don't say. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Wait a second. There's a skip option. I never used to have that. So is everything that's about to happen going to be relatively the same? Perchance? And I'm saving again, by the way. I don't know. I'll just go through it, see if anything has changed. I'll do Yuri next. Yuri's the poem. Notice how I light exceptional. What was that? Yeah, I'll just skim through this. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then names are going to her face. Yeah. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. I guess you're right. So what kind of writing experience do you have? Yeah, all of this is kind of the same. Yeah, all of this is pretty much the same from the first episode. I'm gonna skip to go all the way to her poem. Here we go. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, yeah, it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I think all this is relatively the same. Yeah, all this is kind of the same. So I'm just gonna skim through all this. I don't want to click the skip button because I don't know how far it's going to skip. So we'll just do Natsuki. Save. Wait, if I click this, skipping. Oh, no, wait, I didn't read the poem. Fuck. It's fine. Okay. It was probably the same anyway. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. Oh, there's no skip, so this is new. The picture's back in the background. The picture's back. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange shades of paper, sharing their respective poems. As if they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks, yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that, it just meant the language, I guess. She's trying to say something nice? Huh. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Rich people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Eric did too. So based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Eric liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, they're about to start scrapping. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Eric appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Okay. Alright. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. That's funny. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look at Natsuki. What the... Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Look who's talking, you want to be edgy. Oh, shit. Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is a little too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. What is happening? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Oh shit. Why is it doing this? What is happening? I think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna save from right here because it's getting intense and I don't want anything to be missed. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh shit. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with you and your head? Yeah, go on, let Eric hear everything you really think. Sure, he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. She's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. How did I get... Wait, what the fuck? Wait. I can't even save. I can't. Fuck. Well, I did save like 2 minutes ago, so... I'm gonna go Yuri. I'm gonna go Natsuki. I'm gonna go Yuri. Natsuki. Okay, what is happening? Yuri. Okay, Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. What the fuck? Hi, Monika. How are you? Why are you in my face? Hey, Eric. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. What just happened? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Be happy to spend some time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Well, it looks like they're done. What happened? Oh, the scene is still up there. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Eric, please don't hate me. Please. Not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. What are you implying? What are you implying, Monika? How do you know she's gonna completely forget about it? Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, sure I should be the last one out. Wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that, it's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Eric. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh, I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? 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 What just happened? Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, that's safe with this one. Okay, so we'll do a mixture of both. Shit. Yeah, we'll just keep doing like a mixture of both. See what happens. Cause shit is getting interesting. We'll do a little bit favoring Yuri. We'll do a little bit favored Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. Hi, Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. The weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. Surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. Wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I can tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. Okay. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I also was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback about how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jesus isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you say something? Yes. Did you do something yesterday? She doesn't remember yesterday. I called it. Monika did something. Geez, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Really? Don't even remember anything bad happening? Really? You don't say. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid it secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, why did I catch a stray, bro? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Thanks, Yuri. We should play something for us sometime. Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. She was not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. That kind with a filter inside. The kind with a filter inside. There we go. Jesus. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go eat some water? What? What did she just say? Oh, I'll go get some water. Jesus. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and method. That word. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. You might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up water pitcher to make some tea. Okay, sorry for misunderstanding. Yeah, why are you so worried about it, Monika? You gonna change something again? 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take that long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. Why did the music muffle? Most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start headed down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh, fuck. That's concerning. What the fuck? Wait. Whoa. Why is it rewinding? Why are you rewinding? Tell me I saved this. I did not. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. It's all good. I should have saved it. Thanks for waiting patiently. Eric, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets its temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Bro, it's like we're not even remembering what's going on. What is happening, dude? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. Sorry, I got some water. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. It's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can't read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your what? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. What was she going to say? That's definitely what she wasn't going to say. No, that wasn't what she was going to say. I retrieved my book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Fair. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right, I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Huh. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any... She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. Because as a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks up at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm saving. Shit changed. I'm saving. I don't care. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. What? My teacup gets knocked over. My heart won't stop pounding. Can't calm down. Can't focus on anything anymore. Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. That's a completely sane face to have. Even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. That's a little concerning. That's concerning. Anyways, we're just gonna... Actually, we're not gonna ignore that. We're gonna remember that. But, like... I have no comment on that. Anyways, it's time to share poems. She's giving yandere vibes, honestly. Yuri, she's giving yandere vibes. We'll do Monika first. I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Duly noted. Okay. We kind of already saw that happen, but isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Hey, we don't kink shame. We don't kink shame, bro. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess it's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Why do you want me to spend so much time with you? Why do you want me to spend so much time with you? It's a little weird, to put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Do you now? But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Hold on, I'm gonna take another sip of my water. Is this the same poem, or is this a different poem? I think it might be a different poem. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors? It's missing words. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony? Yeah, of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent. I can't read that. I don't know what that is. Screeching, piercing, sin, cosine, tangent. This is math now. What? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable? Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage? Delete her? Delete who? Delete Monika? Who am I deleting? Who am I deleting? Who am I deleting? Who am I deleting? Save me. Is this? This isn't Sayori, is it? This isn't Sayori. No way. This isn't. Delete her. Who are we deleting? Who are we trying to delete? Is Monika trying to delete somebody, or are we supposed to delete Monika? I'm saving it right there. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to... Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Yep, I know that. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Wait a minute. Anything. Please help me. What is happening? That's my advice for today. Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. I'm just gonna rewrite that same one just in case, because I don't know what's going on. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Your smiles, it takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. You crazy woman, you crazy. The poem turned out good. There are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel, a rotating wheel. Is there blood on this? Is that a blood, like a watermark on that? Okay. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head. I think that's what that says. Linear gearbox, falling sky. 7 holy stakes. This is a little weird. Okay then. It doesn't really matter what it's about. The music turned off. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your poem, on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. You don't say. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Huh. That's nice. Anything wrong with Natsuki? It's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I honestly feel that. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing it. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me not to completely miss the point. Yeah. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending some time with her or whatever, but you know Monika and I are just as good as her at poems, I mean, so you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. So here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Huh. Okay. Amy likes spiders. Isn't this the same one? You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Yeah, I think this is the same one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same one from the beginning. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I would have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. Wait, what? Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. You kind of already named them, but kind of ironic that even my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Yes, I do. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to the wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I can feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Overwrite that one. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Can I click space? Oh, I can. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Eric joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. No, it's okay, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard in putting something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right? Come on, you can't take advantage of Eric to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, oh shit. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? The tone changed. I'm saving. The tone changed, so I'm shaving. You never even talked until Eric joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Eric isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. I'm scared to see how this goes. Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. Okay. I'm sure Yuri and Eric want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it was up to me to rescue the situation... No, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why do I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Eric, why did you even join this club? Why were you hoping to get out of it? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined another stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. I'm overwrite that one. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Okay, you're closer now. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Okay. That's a little dark. Anyway. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. Decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. For that club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Is her eye bleeding? It is. There's blood dripping from her eye. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. Why is her eye still dripping blood? So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things are a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Is her eye still bleeding or no? No, I think it stopped. And also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too. yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Eric before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as a president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment. In that case, I'll see you two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for that as a president. Why is the background getting fuzzy? No, wait, no, don't load. Save. I'm gonna do that one. What did I say? I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as a president. The tone changed. I knew it. Tone changed. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. What is that supposed to mean? Does she have blood on her? Oh no, that's a button. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know what you mean. You're weird. Leave me alone. But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. Uh-huh. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Is it me, or is it like something's like fighting Monika? Like initially, Monika was controlling everything in a way, but I still had like control of what I said and what happened. But now it's like something's fighting Monika in the background, or like in the game files or something. I don't know. But that's all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And in the next episode, we're definitely going to try to get to the bottom of this and see what's really going on behind the scenes. So, with that being said, it's Gamerboy, and I'm signing off. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Okay, I'm back again. I'm going to do kind of what I did last episode. I went into the game files, and I found this. It's titled, Can You Hear Me? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's titled, Can You Hear Me? .text. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, and so their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Now, this is the only thing that's here in this text, but there was something else. After I saw this one, I X'd out of it and I went back into the files to see if I could find anything else. I found this. All it says is, I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really easy to kill myself right now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Now, I think this is Monika. I think this is Monika's doing right here. And I think this, I don't know what this could be. I don't know who this is, and I don't know what it is. But in the next episode, we're going to figure this out. we're going to figure out what the hell is happening and what we're going to do. So with that being said, I'll see you guys later.